Alrighty, so I bought this metal detector on newegg.ca. It's the cheapest place I could find one that's half decent. This is the Quicksilver Bounty Hunter metal detector, and it's made in the USA. Anyway, I tried to find a second-hand one, and I did actually find a used metal detector, but this is kind of a warning video along with an unboxing. I bought this other Bounty Hunter metal detector, and this one's got a lot of good reviews. I got this one fairly cheap, and the guy said that it had just one issue, and that was that his son was changing the batteries and he ripped one of the battery wires off of the circuit board, so it needed to be taken apart and that wire put back on. Well, I did that, and it turns on, but it doesn't work. So anyway, basically the reason I bought this other Bounty Hunter metal detector instead of buying a different brand was because most of the parts on the one that I already have, the used one that is actually junk, will work on this one. So if I break one of these rods, poles, whatever you want to call it, or this handle, or maybe my coil goes kaput, I don't have to spend 50 bucks and buy another one. That is, if it's out of warranty. If it's in warranty, I just send it back and they'll replace whatever needs to be replaced within, I think it's 5 years or something like that. So anyway, that's enough yapping, and let's get this thing unboxed. And, you know, just be careful buying a used one. I got burned, but I paid such a low price for that. If the coil's any good, it's probably still worth it. But let's see, let's get this thing opened. One thing I will say about the metal detectors here in Canada, and pretty much anything, is that we don't get as good a deal. This one was $117 plus tax and shipping, so it came to just over $140. And I noticed that in the US they tend to get some free stuff with theirs. If I could have bought it on Amazon.com, you get a free pinpointer with most of them, so that kind of sucks. I would think they could throw a cheap pinpointer in with this thing here in Canada too. If they can do it in the US, why can't they do it in Canada? But anyway, let's see if we can get this thing out of here. Oh, well, that's wild. Even though I'm just starting to unbox this, I've noticed something kind of different. This piece of pipe is all plastic. Maybe they've changed it, because that Tracker 4 that I just showed you guys is an older model. And if I bring this up here, the only part of this Tracker 4 shaft that's plastic is just this end piece, like about, I don't know, probably about 6 inches long or something like that. So I don't know if they decided that that's not good enough and they needed to make the whole thing longer, or they just made them all plastic just to save cost or whatever. But this one's metal all the way down to here, so I might give it a try, and if it doesn't make any major difference, I'll use this one instead of this one. So there's that. Let's just give her a quick look-see. Take it out of there. I kind of stuck that thing in there kind of oddly, but anyway. Yep, identical. Exactly the same size. So maybe I'll put the new one aside and I'll just use this one. I will test the new one, of course, just to make sure it's working. And that's the last piece right there. I don't know if that's metal or not. Yeah, I think it is. The plastic on the Tracker 4 feels a lot better. This feels really, really cheap. Not that I was expecting that much for a cheap metal detector, but anyway. Well, let me put this thing together and we'll give it a test. So let's get a coin or two and we'll give it a try. So I have just random change. I don't have any silver or gold. Actually, I think I do have some silver. I think this dime looks like it might be silver, but okay, so let's see what I have it set on. Okay, so I had that set on the shallowest depth, and it was getting about probably four inches or something like that. So and that's with a dime, so let's try a quarter. I don't have any other change, otherwise I'd try. That's weird. So anyway, I'm going to go give it a quick try and hopefully it works okay.